try and shout over that saw in the background because these people have a lot of respect for their culture.
We're looking.
Yeah, what we're doing. We're doing class in the construction zone. They promised that before we moved in, everything would be done, so there wouldn't be any disturbance. Absolutely. I would have never come to do. Well, we know that ashrams are never done. Ashrams are a work in process. It's just continuing. I already did. And they started again.
They are looking at us like that.
Well, I'm losing Mother's head. Mother, you lost your head. Let's see if I can't go higher. You hold the bottom, I'll take the top. Oh, that's enough tightness.
You know his name, dear mother.
Dear,
He born that village.
which village? Dear Mother's village?
Yes, Telangana.
Ah, well, that's,
Right, same ID.
ah,
I checked, I checked Virabhadra, where origin from, Telangana, this is town.
ah.
Mother knows everything.
Joe is with us from Bangkok.
Bangkok?
Yeah, from Thailand.
You saw?
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, I can't play with the camera now. Yeah, he's on in the call.
Oh, that, what's his name?
Joe,
Oh.
he took an easy name so we could call him by his name.
No, that's okay.
Look at it. Look at it. It'll do
Yes, Swamiji. Eight people are there.
Yeah, there's electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's easier to use it. हो गया भाई
हो गया भैया और वन पीस
नहीं एक पीस ही नहीं होगा भाई
ये सुंदर बात है
हाँ इसलिए तो हम लोग
थैंक यू फॉर वन
गाना कर दो जल्दी
जल्दी जल्दी
सारा दुनिया लोग दोपहर प्रतीक्षा करें Are you losing your pages?
No, it's here. No, they can listen to the here.
Is that a full translation?
Yeah.
How does it compare to the one we did from Brazil? How does your translation from Spain compare with the translation from Brazil?
Oh, it's different, yes.
Much
Portuguese.
Yes, the
Portuguese, Brazil is same language,
Yes.
Portuguese. But the accent
Uh-huh.
and the grammar
Yes,
is different.
I understand.
But we understand each other perfectly.
Oh, wonderful.
Although there is many words that they make it
Yes.
because of the culture.
Uh-huh.
So for us, it's like, what is that? And they explain.
Ah.
So, but we understand that the grammar is little
Wow.
different, Brazilian and Portuguese.
Prima learned Bengali from Dhaka,
Mhm.
from Bangladesh.
Oh,
And I learned Bengali from West Bengal on the Bihar border. So my Bengali was part Bhojpuri, part Bengali, part Santali, part village language. And for the first 3 months that we were together, we had a translator.
so funny, yeah, same language, but it is here of the region and
Yes.
from-
Every 10 kilometers.
Yes, we are in Nilgiris and there is the Tamil and then Baduga.
Uh-huh,
The Baduga tribe,
uh-huh,
they have a different way of speaking Tamil.
uh-huh.
I don't understand Tamil also, but I know they are,
They're
say, oh,
different.
Baduga, we speak differently. So it's like that different. Hold on here.
Well, you'll excuse us while we wait for the craftsmen that are crafting parts of the temple,
Wow, they didn't listen.
but I won't. I can't hear a word I'm saying.
They're bringing for Sunday bringing fish to cook their book.
Parvati, we're going to start on page 122 of the Devi Gita. If he ever stops making it.
Yes. আর কি কি সবকিছু বেগুনের তরকারি আর ভাত সব রান্না করতাম
No, I know. He's not coming out.
টেনশন দেখে
Yes. Mhm.
পুরা দেখে
No. I only saw the gurus.
পুরা দেখে আশ্চর্য হয়ে যাবে
Mm. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. Wow. My bosses are telling me that I shouldn't go to work today.
Finished. Finished. Yes. That's it.
finished
Om Sang Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. And we are in chapter 4. We're just completing chapter 4. And let's take a look at page 121 and verse number 37 of the Devi Gita. We're saying that she is Purush. She has Sahasra Shirsha Purushaka Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. She has Sahasra Shirsha Nayanang. She has 1,000 heads and 1,000 eyes and 1,000 feet as well. She radiates the illumination of 10 million suns. Koti Surya Pratikasham. Vidyut Koti Samaprabham. She's like 10 million flashes of lightning. So here is our Maya.
which number
The first one, 37. She's 10 million flashes.
40 this is not 37 thank you
She has 10 million flashes of lightning and 1,000 heads and 1,000 eyes and 1,000 feet. And she radiates. She is Maya. She is both Purush and she is Prakriti. And the gods, when they beheld this terrifying appearance, this infinite beyond conception, they stretched their imaginations and tried to conceive the inconceivable. And every time they got to the point where we can't go any far, they drew a line and said, oh, there's something on the other side. There was just no place to put a boundary. So that they became terrified and they became agitated and they began to make cries of consternation, ha. And then their hearts trembled and they became unconscious again, Hogya. And the Samsmriti Shakti, they lost all their capacity of recollection. And now here we are on verse number 40. Atahate steta Vedas Chatur Dikshu Mahabibho. Then the Vedas filled the 4 directions with their great manifestation. All you could see and all you could hear in the 4 directions, north, south, east, and west, was wisdom. And the Vedas, Ataha, and then Teye Stita Vedas, Chatur Dikshu, that in the 4 directions where the Vedas established, they manifested themselves, Mahabibo, in their great manifestation. Bodhayama Suradiyugram. Murchato, Murchitan Saran, bestowing knowledge upon the gods from unconsciousness, Murchato, the unconscious were made, the unconscious were made conscious again. So they became conscious, they became aware, they remembered who they are. The gods remembered who we are. And we're no longer.
Nice.
That's very nice, Mom. Thank you. Filling all the directions with wisdom, then we can remember who we are. And we're not just little people walking on the planet Earth. We're gods and goddesses came here to celebrate the Divine Mother in all of her manifestations, in all of her glory. Atahate dormalabhyangsa. Then the entire heavens, door, Yamala, were filled with the excellent sounds of worship performed with tears of love. The greatest, the Uttamam Shruti, the greatest sounds, the greatest things you could hear was the verses of the Vedas. Premasru, Purnanayana, and they had tears of love were rolling down their cheeks, and their eyes were pouring forth tears of love. Ruda Kantastu Nidra, and their throats they were choked, they were gasping, they were choked with feeling, with Anumati, with Bhavana. Bashpadgad Gadaya Bacha Stotung Samu Pachakrire, with streams of tears flowing, those voices uttered songs in prayer. Deva Uchu, and the god said, Aparadang Kshamaswamba. Oh, Mom. Hey, Mother. Please forgive our faults. Aparad Shama. Please forgive our faults and protect those in distress, for all have been born from you. Dinangs, all those in distress, Din, Twad, Udbabam, from you they have come forth. Kopang Sanghara Devisi. Hey, take away your anger. Don't get angry with us, Mama.
I do.
I'm just reading the book. I didn't complain against you. But please, anyway, withdraw your anger, O Supreme of the gods, Devesi. Hey, you are the Isi of the Devos, Sabaya Rupa Darshanad. We are filled with fear. We're Saboy. We've got the boy. We're fear. we're fearful to see darshanat, tumhar darshan karne se boy lagte hai. हम कपते हैं वो तो भी रात रूप ऐसी प्रकाश करते हो how can we sing praises to you? Ka te stuti prakartavya. How can we sing to you, Mom? Pamare nirjari tiriha. You yourself can't measure your limits. You yourself, you can't measure how big you are. How can we tell how big you are? You're a big lady. Mahamaya.
I'm skinny.
You're not a skinny lady. You're a big lady. Virat Roop. You're Chirastai. Swaziap ya ya ebaso. Yaban yata swat vikrama. Tadarbagya jayamananam. Katangsa bishakyo babate. Only your own self has knowledge of how much is this force of transformation. You know how much energy you have. We just see the 70-pound nuclear reactor.
They found in the decorating old temple.
We can, you know your infinite energy. We don't know the limits of infinity. Only you can tell us about this energy of transformation, this force that makes you keep angering, cling, moving in the sort of cycles of creation, preservation, transformation, this force that continually requires your constant movement in the purview, in the illumination of consciousness. Only your own self has knowledge of how much is this force of transformation. What words of praise can be spoken by those who have manifested from you? We came from you. How can we tell how big you are? Like you're the mother. So we just know you as Mom. And here you are in your Virat Roop as the mother of the universe with no boundaries. Believe me, no boundaries. Namaste, Bhuvaneswari. Namaste, Pranavatnike, Sarva Vedanta Samsiddhe, Namo Ringkaramurtaye. We bow down to you, Supreme of Existence, Bhuvaneswari. You are the Isha of the Bhuva, all of manifested existence. You are the supreme of existence. Namaste, Pranavatmike. We bow down to you. You are the soul of the Pranav. You are the soul of Om. You are consciousness and you are nature. Sarva Vedanta Samsiddhe. You are the supreme, the supreme attainment of the ultimate of wisdom, Sarva Vedanta. Samsiddhe, you have attained the perfection of all of the ultimate of wisdom. You are the one who is the perfection of Vedanta. Okay, the Vedanta is Vedant, which means the highest wisdom, or it means at the end of wisdom. There is no end of wisdom. How can it be the end of wisdom? All right, at the end of wisdom, we bow down to you. Namo Ringkaramurtaye, the divine image of the Bij mantra. Ring. Maya. Akara Sulade Hasad. Rakara Shukshma Dehaka. Ikara Karanatmaso. Ringkaro Hum Turiyakam. The Ha means the gross body, what you can see through your senses. The Ra means the subtle body, what you conceive in your mind. The E means the causal body, which you know through intuition. You feel it in your heart. And Anuswar, the sound of an atom. Please stop what you're doing, everybody, wherever you are, and listen to the sound of an atom. And that will take you to the perfection of ring. All that can be perceived through the senses, conceived in the mind, known through intuition, into this most subtle perfection that's describable by a letter. Anu Swat, the sound of an atom. Yismadagni samutpano, from whence fire has its origins. Some utpano, agni utpanhuichilo. From whence Agni, fire has its origins. Yasmat Suryascha Chandrama, as well as from whence the sun and the moon have come. Yasmat Doshadoi Hasarbas, from whence all vegetation, Oshadai, all the
Medicine.
well, medicine, it could be, or any vegetation, anything that's born in the ground is Oshada, Oshudi. Not just medicine, but that's one class of medicine. We call it Jeli Bhuti. So from whence all the Oshadai, Sadavaswa, Tasmai Sadavatmane Namaha, and therefore we bow down to the Sadavatmane, the universal soul of all. Yasmacha Deva Sambhuta Sadhya Pakshina Evacha Pashavascha Manushyascha Tasmai Sarvatmane Namaha, from whence all the gods have taken birth. Yasmat Devas Sambhuta, all the Devas Sambhuta, they became manifested. They became into it. They took their birth, Mama. All divine beings are all celestial beings, birds, beasts, and man. Sambhuta, Sadhya, Pakshina, Evacha, Pashabascha, Manushyascha. All the Pashu, all the Manush, all the Pakshi, everybody took their birth from you. Boy, you got a big job. Tasmai Sadavatmane Namaha, and therefore we bow down to the universal soul of all. Sadavatmane, the capacity of the Atma of Sadava to manifest. This is the universal soul of all. Pranapano Vihiyabo Tapahashrada Ritang Tata Brahmacharyam Vidhischayaba Yasmat Tasmoi Namo Namaha. The vital breaths, prana and apana. Prana, pana, tatabhyanam, udanam, chasamanakam, panchapran. All the pranas and grains of rice and barley, samasta or shok. All the grains, all the pulses, Brihiyabo Tapaha Shradharitang Tapa purifying austerities, Shraddha, faith, Ritang, truth, Satyam, Ritang cha Satyam Chavidatamaso Adhyayate, the imperishable truth. Ritang is also the seasons. It's also, it's lots of things, but we'll use the truth. And then brahmacharya, sacred studies, who moves with God. Brahmacharya, who moves with God. What a great term. A lot of people think it's a celibate, but actually, if you look at what they're saying, who moves with God was born from the Divine Mother. And purifying austerities, faith, sacred studies, and the rules of conduct, all the rules of conduct. How do you comport yourself? Tasmat, tasmai, namo namaha. Therefore, we bow down to the universal soul of all. Sapta pranarchi sho yasmat. Samidaha sapta evacha homa sapta tatalokas tasmoi sarvatmane namaha. From whence originate the 7 forms of life? Let's see if we can do them. There is things that grow in the ground, things that grow in the water, things that come out of the water and go on land, birds in the air, and mammals. Wait, that's 5. Then we got 2 more. We got 5 already. That's a good start. Let's not spend our time. The 7 forms of life, the 7 kinds of offerings, on every level of consciousness, Bur, Bua, Swa, Mahajana, Tapas, Satyam, the 7 sacred fires, the 7 lokas or planes of existence. We got a note on that just yesterday. We had the 7 below and the 7 above. See, here they're talking about 7s. They're not talking about the 7 below. You don't have to memorize those. Therefore, Sarvat Tasmai Sarvat Mane Namaha. Therefore, we bow down to the universal soul of all. Yasmat Samudra Giraya Sindba Pracharanti Cha Yasmat Dosha Doyaha Sarva Rasas Tasmai Namo Namaka. From whence come forth the ocean, Samudra, the mountains, Gira, Sindaba, the rivers, and Pracharanti Yasmat Oshadaya, all the vegetation, and Sarvarasa, all the taste of all things. Rasas Tasmai Namo Namaha. Therefore, we bow down to the universal soul of all. Can you imagine just last week in chapter 4, we were all Gyanis, and suddenly we became Bhaktas. When did the Gyani become a Bhakta? When he achieved true Gyan. The highest devotion, the highest wisdom is devotion. Yasmad Yagya Samut Bhuto Diksha Upasya Dakshina Richo Yujungshi Yastamani Tasmai Sarvatmane Namaha. From whence originates sacrifice, the yagya, diksha, the initiation, obstructions, upasya, and the offerings of respect to teachers and gurus, dakshina. The rig, Richo, Yajushi, the Yajur, and the Samani, etc., the 3 Vedas, Vedatraya. Tasmai Sarvatmane Namaha. They all came forth from you.
Very good.
Very good. Very nice contribution you made to this world. Thank you very much for your assistance. Namaha Purastat Prishtecha. Namaste, Parshvayodoyo. I bow, we bow. All of us are bowing down to your front and to your back. We bow down to both of your sides. I only get to bow down to this side because that side is too far away. You're covering. Okay. To your 2 sides. Well, where did your side go? We bow down to your front and to your back. Puras, tat prishte cha, to your front and to your back. Namaste, parshvayo, doyo, there are two sides. I got this side. Somebody's going to have to bow down on that side because it's a little difficult to go around the chair. From Rik Yaju Sama, when the three Vedas came forth, Tasmoe Sarvatmane Namaha. Before there was Chatur Veda, there was three Veda. And you see, there were the Vedas originally were one big Veda. It was one humongous portion of knowledge. And so then came Ved Vyasa. So many people, so many, the Sapta Rishi, all seven Rishis knew all the Vedas. And their disciples said, hey, we can't learn all that stuff. Give us a portion. So they divided into shakas, into branches, and said, you learn this branch, and you learn that branch, and you learn that branch, and everybody will be responsible, and we'll preserve all this knowledge. So then everybody learned a portion of the knowledge, and then when they all got together, they had all the Vedas together, but individually, each was a master of their own portion, of their own shaka, of their own portion of knowledge. And so then the Vedas then contained four parts. There was the Samhita, which was the hymns, and the Oranyak, the stories, the kings in the forest and the rishis and their and all the gods and the goddesses interacting with the rishis and the kings, and what happened when they used this Vedic knowledge. And then there was the Brahmana, which was how do you do the puja? How do you do they call them priestly texts. Someplace, I don't remember, that's the definition I remember, but it's like the padoti. How do you do a yajna? How do you do this puja or that puja? And then the fourth was Upanishad, which was the philosophy. And then they divided the Vedas into four parts, and they made the Rig Veda, which was the Veda, the wisdom of all the hymns, and the Sama Veda, the wisdom of all the songs. And then they made the Yajur Veda, the wisdom of all the pujas and yajnas and sacrifices. And they made Atharva Veda, the wisdom of all the stories and the applications of how did they use this knowledge? What happened? How did that come about? And then in the Puranic time, they came back and they put it all back together again. And they told the story of the king who got into trouble, who fled from his kingdom, and he went to the Rishi's ashram. And the Rishi said, do this puja and recite these mantras and do this padoti, because in the past the gods did it. You could do it too. And they got what they wanted. So why wouldn't she give you what you want to? And that was the story of the Puranas. And what we're reading now comes from the epics. This is from the Devi Bhagavatam. And there were two epics, the Srimad Bhagavatam, which was the story of Vishnu, Krishna, Rishi, Keshav, Vasudeva, Janardana. And there was the Devi Bhagavatam, which is the story of the manifestations of all the divine mother in all her glory, in all her forms. So we bow down to your front, we bow down to your back, we bow down to your this side, and we bow down to your that side, above and below in all four directions. And that's down, urdhva, that's up, chatur dikshu, that's the four directions. Mata, hey mom, bhuyo namo namaha, we bow down to you. Upasanghara devesi rupam etad lokikam. O supreme of the gods, devesi, you're the EC of the devas. The Upasanghara, take it away. We've had enough. I can't bear to dwell in the infinity any longer. Give me a finite form I can relate to. How long can I stay dwelling in infinity? Please withdraw this incomparable, infinite form, rupam etad alokikam. It's beyond this world. You're out of this world, Mom. Would you please come back to this world? We live here. Show us the form most beautiful among the beautiful. Tadeva darshayasmakam rupang sundara sundaram. Show us the form, the rupang sundara sundaram, that's most beautiful among the beautiful. And here she is, all in yellow, a 75-pound nuclear reactor. That's what we got. And Vyas said, Vyasuvach, iti bitan sarandvistva, Jagadamba Kriparnaba. Thus seeing that the gods were filled with alarm, iti bitan, they were filled with alarm. Suram, the gods, Driftwa, seeing Jagadamba, the mother of the perceivable universe, Kriparnaba, whose ocean of grace or ocean of waves of kripa. Kri means do, pa means get. The grace is what you do is what you get. That's the kripa. If you do the right thing, you'll get the right fruit. That's the kripa. The kripa isn't, her anukampa, her compassionate being is going to descend upon little unworthy me because I did nothing. And suddenly I'm going to win the lottery. I don't think so. Etibitan sarandvistva, Jagadamba, Kriparnava, waves, the ocean of kripa, of grace, Sangaritya Rupam Gorantad, Darshaya Masasundaram, the mother of the universe, the ocean of grace, withdrew her fearful form and showed a most beautiful appearance. Tad Darshayas Masa Sundaram, the most beautiful. She showed, they got darshan of her pretty face. Can we have darshan of your pretty face? Oh, thank you. Pashanku Shabarabiti Darang Sarvanga Komalam Karuna Purna Nayanang Mandasmita Pukamburam. In her two hands, she held a noose or an implement of bond, often a snake, but we use a noose, pasha, and a gold sword. Oh, the other two hands showed the mudras granting boons and to dispel all fear. Just like our Kumaris. She takes away all fear.
Kindly wait, some internet issue happened maybe.
Are we back?
Yes, we can hear you, Swamiji.
And you can hear me. Can you see us?
Yes.
Well, that's
Not
good
yet.
enough because we only have one more verse to do. Wait, let's finish this one, number 55. Her body was soft and gentle. Her eyes were filled with kindness while her face was adorned with a beautiful smile. Would you smile, please? There's a beautiful smile. Drishtvatatsundaram Rupam. Seeing that beautiful form, Drishtvatat Sundaram Rupam. That's pretty self-evident. Tadabhiti vivarjita, all the fear was removed. Now can you
Hello. We can see you, but we can't hear you, Swamiji. We can't hear you, Swamiji. We can't hear you.
Of love. We're in a hot spot full of love. Let's see if we can connect now.
Yes, we can hear you now.
See? You can see me and hear me?
Yes.
Okay. We'll finish this chapter if it's the last thing we do today. She had a beautiful smile. Smile again for all the people that are watching. Hi. I'm seeing that beautiful form. Old distress was removed. Tada viti, vivarjita. It was all excluded. It was prohibited. It was nirud. It was a absolutely barred from participating. Shanta chitta, their objects of awareness, their consciousness was filled with peace. With all consciousness filled with peace. Pranay muste, the gods bowed down. Harshad God, Gadiniswana, to her with great delight. Oh, Mom, thank you very much. We bow down to you with great delight. Om. Sang Saraswati Namaha Iti Panchamo Adhyayam. Thank you so much for putting up with all of the obnoxious disturbances we experience. Please forgive us, and we'll try to do better next time. But you understand, we're all at the mercy of the people who work for us. They'll tell us when we can go to work and when their work is more important. I'm so sorry. They have that discrimination, but we'll try to do better next time. Can I see you all? Oh
Yes,
my goodness.
Swamiji.
Namaste. Namaste, Jen.
Rakesh,
Namaste, Joe.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Krishna.
Namaste. Namaste, Erika.
Namaste.
Oh my goodness, we're all over the world now. Thank you very much. It's so great to be on the bank of the river, at the foot of the mountain, sitting in the jungle, really in the pathless forest, and be able to communicate with all of our friends and family around the world.
Temple.
Yeah. So the temple. How do I do that?
Chandra should take.
Okay, let Chandra take. We're going to remove this and hand Chandra, and she can show the temple.
No. Access your assets.
Thank you.
No, no.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Oh, I'm so awesome.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Swamiji.
Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
I put the
Thank you,
water.
Swamiji.
Whoa,
Namaste.
Mom, that's just what we need is a hot mug.
Thank you, Chandra. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji. See you all tomorrow.